Are you sure you're all right, Sienna?
Oh, Markus, not you too. You mustn't let a trifling little thing like necromancy concern you so.
Yeah, actually, it ain't the necromancy. You just don't seem yourself.
Oh, I'm sure it'll pass.
So, you're definitely certain nothing's wrong?
Not this again, Markus. I'm still dear old Sienna. I'm just exploring options.
Is that so? Because sometimes you seem like someone else.
Oh, that's utter nonsense, dear darling.
Sienna, I just wanted you to know I wish we could have saved your sister.
Sophia, I'm sure she got everything she deserved.
Yeah, but family's family, innit?
True, but when you're dealing with necromancy, no one's ever really gone.
Even people that are really gone aren't really gone.
You've been asking the others about me, haven't you, Markus? What is it you're hoping to find?
Me? Now why would a bluff old soldier like me be acting like that?
I don't know. Looking for something that isn't there? Or maybe something that is?
Oh, that a confession? It sounds like one.
I can't help how things sound, darling. Only how they're said.
Now you're definitely feeling all right? No cackling voices encouraging you to do bad things?
No more than usual, darling.
Not exactly said with the ring of confidence, that.
You're impossible. Would you be happy if I told you that, yes, a ghostly spirit says I should kill you all and raise your rotting corpses as unliving servants?
Well, not happy exactly. I mean, that's not true, right?
You're looking splendid today, Marco.
Markus. My name is Markus.
Of course, that's what I said, Markus. I can't think why you wanted me to call you Marco.
Would you believe, Zarin, that the saga of Grimnir has some choice things to say about raising the dead?
Nice things?
Wasn't much of a one for nice, was Grimnir.
Ah.
Now, I'm not saying I disapprove of your recent choices, Zarin, but don't you go mucking with my dead kin. Understand?
You'd not want to see them again?
Aye, of course I would. But sometimes wanting something isn't enough. Not if it isn't proper.
Oh, Bardin. I've never been one to worry about proper.
That's why I want your promise.
Of course. You have nothing to fear from me.
I wish you'd stuck with flames, Zarin, and left corpses well alone.
Why? It's not like anyone's using them any longer.
Life's life and death's death. Start mucking with that, and everything comes apart.
Well, I suppose we'll see, won't we?
Kruber's worried about you. Says you're not yourself.
Markus is one to talk. He's been strange ever since he drank from the Grail.
Not sure if it's the same kind of strange, if you take my meaning.
Oh, Bardin, don't worry so. I'm perfectly fine. Truly.
Don't tell me. Tell Kruber.
You know, Kerillian, when you told me what you intended, I never expected a change so severe.
I might say the same about you.
Oh, don't take on so, darling. I'm still your Auntie Sienna.
You really think that, don't you? I, at least, am honest with myself.
Honesty with oneself is overrated, I find. Better to be happy. I know you're suspicious of what I've chosen, but you really shouldn't be.
It's unnatural, Sienna. A blasphemy against the weave.
Worse even than unchecked flame?
Much worse.
I must say, I never expected to hear so many voices.
Not I.
You hear the voices of the dead.
Of the goddesses. They demand things of me. Terrible things.
Ah, Then our voices at least have that in common. We probably shouldn't obey.
You talk as if there's a choice.
You know, if you think about it, there's nothing unnatural about necromancy at all. Life and death's a cycle. I'm just speeding it along.
How many times? They're not alive if you're pulling the strings.
Oh? How's that different to what Lohner does with us?
I have free will. I choose to do this. I want to do it.
Oh, well, not the concession I was looking for, but I'll take it.
Shut up.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, I don't keep the bodies lurching around for years like some megalomaniac. It's a purely temporary arrangement.
So you're not planning on subverting the weave and taking over the world?
Of course not, darling. Too much work. Cut into my dancing time. Whatever would you think otherwise?
Well, there's that new laugh of yours for starters.
Oh, now you're just being silly. I don't know about you, darlings, but I'm having a lovely time.
There! That laugh! I told you!
Don't be such a killjoy, darling. It's harmless.
Harmless, said the Necromancer. Aye, that's a story that ends well.
I know a change is as good as a rest, Sienna, but there are limits.
Oh, Franz, don't take on so. It's still fire, just a different colour.
Saltzpyre's taken your recent changes better than I thought, Sienna.
I know. Disappointing, isn't it?
Now, Sienna, I'm not one to judge another's choices.
Then don't. It's easier on everyone that way.
Getting tales of the dead not resting proper down on Moore's Field. You wouldn't have anything to do with that, Sienna?
Why, Franz, what a silly question.
Necromancy? Well, at least it's not demon worship.
Oh, but the night is young, Franz. Who knows where it might yet lead us? I get the feeling you're avoiding me, Saltzpyre.
It is for the best. If I am forced to confront your recent decisions, I might be forced to take action.
Oh, very ominous, I'm sure.
You do not believe turning to necromancy an extreme way to make your point?
I wondered what it would take to get you to understand that not all magic's a witchery. Now I know.
You have fallen so very, very far.
Oh, I didn't do it to make a point, Saltzpyre. This is merely an unexpected bonus.
Necromancy. You know that my duty calls upon me to end your existence.
I think your duty can be twisted to meet any goal your order sees fit to pursue.
I am not unaware of this. It is why I have stayed my hand. For the moment. Do not make me regret my restraint.
I understand.
In light of our past association, I promise that when the time comes when your witchery consumes you, I will make your death as painless as I can.
And that's supposed to make me feel better.
Does it?
Actually, a little bit, yes.
You should never have embarked upon this path.
Oh, necromancy gets a bad reputation. Then again, so does all magic, in some quarters.
You ask me to tally your past deeds against the creature you are becoming, and judge you thus?
Oh, Victor, I don't ask you to do anything at all.
I have discussed the matter with Lohner, and I will not grant you Sigmar's mercy. For now.
Very generous, I'm sure. And what have I done to deserve such a boon?
Lohner argues that in such times all weapons should be considered. I am not certain I agree.
So I'm to prove myself to you. Ooh, won't this be fun?
I trust you appreciate the latitude I grant you.
Grant me, Saltzpyre. Is this really generosity, or concern that the others wouldn't back extreme actions on your part?
Perhaps more of one than the other.
You're getting soft in your old age.
Not so. As you will discover, should you outpace any generosity I might possess.
So, does Sienna seem any different to you lot? Or the whole raising the dead thing notwithstanding?
Not at all. I think that's what worries me the most.
Magic's magic. All of it should be locked up in rooms. As long as she's on our side, I don't see that it matters.
That Master Dwarf may yet prove to be a fatal mistake. I fear that we may need to take steps concerning our wayward wizard.
Oh no, he's got that tone of voice again. Look, I'm not signing off on nothing bad regarding Sienna.
Aye, we've all had our ups and downs, Grimgy. We'll take action should we need, and not before.
Agreed. If we don't stand together, then what are we?
Very well. But I will remind you of this conversation should I have cause. I still cannot comprehend why you do not recognize the threat of having a necromancer in our midst.
I am uneasy about Sienna's choices, aye. But I refuse to leap to conclusions. She's our friend.
Hang on. What was that word you just used? That almost sounded affectionate.
Oh, you misheard us, Umgi. You don't think I would tell he's getting sentimental, do you?
Lohner refuses to listen, and that shadow hag is no better. The witch Fuegonasus is a threat!
No, I won't have that. Troubled, maybe, but a threat?
There's no point worrying, Grimgy. We'll wait and see what happens. If you're right...
We'll put things straight. If things are as bad as you fear, the Sienna we remember would want that.
Something ain't right with Sienna. I'm not sure what.
How perceptive, Kruber. Was it the necromancy that opened your eyes?
If not, it's probably time you started.
I ain't talking about that. She's both more herself and less herself. I can't figure it out.
Have you been drinking again?
Look, Azumgi, there's no sense fretting over Sienna. Zaren's tough.
Yeah, but what if she ain't exactly Sienna no more?
And what precisely do you mean by that?
Well, you hear funny things about twins, don't you? And necromancers. And we did just kill her necromancer twin.
Ah, I confess I didn't consider that. You raise a most alarming possibility. It occurs to me, Kruber, that we should consider pooling our resources to redeem the witch.
Sienna, you mean? She does have a name.
You knew precisely who I meant. But yes, perhaps together, Sigma and the lady.
Seems like a stretch. But what doesn't round here? We should talk to Lohner. He might have some ideas.
Let me get this straight. You reckon Zaren's been possessed by the spirit of her twin sister? And this isn't a joke?
Not possessed, exactly.
But there's definitely more than one set of hands on the reins right now.
I'm still waiting for the part where you tell me this is all a joke.
Would that were so, Master Dwarf. Would that were so.
Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.